Hello, welcome to Module 6. This is our final module of the course. Can you believe it? We're in our final week already. This module is focusing on diversity and cultural appropriateness in early childhood education. And the meme that I put up here says, one does not simply study for finals the night before and succeed. So hopefully you have been diligent and doing your things along the way, reading those online lectures and submitting your assignments so that you're not trying to just cram everything into this last week here. We have 3 objectives this week. First, to identify components of developmentally and culturally appropriate environments. Number 2, you're going to be able to evaluate your early childhood environment for its cultural appropriateness. And then you're going to do a final reflection on your field experience and your role as an early childhood professional. So how are you going to do that? First, in Chapter 9, there's a short section to read, Section 9.5. And then there are 3 online lectures. The first one's called Culturally Appropriate Practices in Early Childhood Education. Really important that you take a look at that. The second one is called Culturally Appropriate Checklist. And you're going to click on that title, and then you're going to have an opportunity to evaluate your program's culturally appropriate practices. And you're going to need to do that in order to complete your written assignment for this week. And then the third one is called Becoming a Reflective Practitioner, and that's taking a look at how do we become a good reflective practitioner, meaning how do we evaluate and reflect on what we're doing and teaching, and then what kind of action do we take? So it's not just doing the reflection, but it's kind of like then what action do we take after we've done that. So there's a video in there, and it's kind of a long video, but it tells you to only watch the first, I think it's 5.43, that's the marker you're supposed to stop at. So we just want you to focus on the first part of that video. Then you'll have a written assignment this week, which I said is called the Culturally Appropriate Inventory. It's actually a paper you're going to be writing, but you're basing it off of when you took that evaluating your program's culturally appropriate practices from the online reading. So you have to do that first, and then you can do the assignment. And then you'll have your final field experience report. Now, in Module 5 is when you sent in your final hours, but this one has 3 questions to it. This is a final reflection, and each response needs to be at least a paragraph long, which is a minimum of 4 to 5 sentences. I want you to do some reflection. It's not just putting down 1 or 2 sentences. Really give me some thought to how to answer those questions. And then the third question actually has 3 parts to it, and if you look on the scoring rubric, each part is graded separately, so make sure that you take care of doing all 3 of those parts. And then finally, make sure that you check the course calendar and the announcements to find out what is the actual date and time that this course ends this week, so that you make sure that you have your assignment submitted on time. You just have those 2 assignments to do, so make sure that you get those in on time, and then it'll also tell you in the announcement giving you a heads up as when your next course starts as well. So pay attention to that as well. So this has been an exciting journey together. I hope that you've enjoyed this class. I hope that you'll take a few minutes at the end and fill out the end of quarter survey that is given to the students, because this really helps us to know what parts of the course you like the best, how did my instruction and feedback go, so that I can make improvements if I need to as well. So I really appreciate it's anonymous, but I really appreciate getting feedback at the end if you'll take that. And I think it's open until like a few days past the course, so you can still get into it and take care of doing that survey. So thank you very much, and I wish you the best in the rest of your courses. So thanks. Make sure you reach out to me this week, though, if you have any last-minute questions. Okay? Thanks. Bye.